8 out of 15. I'll show y'all something. See this Panera bread bag. It may not seem like a lot, but it's definitely a big step in my progress and my recovery. At the end of my last video, I was basically telling you how my therapist was telling me it may have been too early for me to be just hop straight in the driver's seat. I'm still doing it 5 times a day where I'm sitting in the car and I'm doing schoolwork or just sitting there listening to music or reading the paper or doing something to occupy my time. But I'm not. Then after that, I would try to drive around the block, but I could really only drive around the block once without getting really, really anxious. Not panic attack, but just your regular anxiety or whatever. But so when I went to this past Wednesday. That would have been, I don't know. But today's Saturday, so went there a couple days ago. Talked to him Wednesday about it and told him I was having a lot of anxiety, and he's like, "Man, you've been progressing a lot. We're just trying to get you over this last little hurdle, And that's why it's the finish line, because it's the hardest part." But he was saying he was trying to see why I wasn't able to get to that point. And he saw that that I could ride as a passenger in those people's cars without any problem, or have people take me anywhere without any problem, no matter how far the distance. And I was fine. I had anxiety, but it never boiled over to where I had a panic attack. I just felt anxious. So then he was like, "Well, why don't we try doing it in your car?" And I was like, "Yeah, that makes a lot of sense." He's like, "Yeah, maybe we need to put this little intermediate step in to kind of help you become reacclimated to the car and do some more of the desensitization techniques that kind of help people like me, get to where they need to be." So, I want to say Friday, I had someone drive me around the block. I was in the passenger seat and had the music up, just listening to music. I didn't feel anxious, I felt good, and then it's like, "All right, yeah, we did a lap, you want me to stop?" I was like, "No, try to do it again." And then we did it again, and then I didn't feel anxious. "Yeah, you want me to stop?" I was like, "No, just keep going." So we did a couple more laps and just kept going, and we did it for about a half hour, and I got out of the car and I felt so good, um, didn't need a Xanax, didn't need anything. I'm just right now I'm only taking the Paxil and 20 milligrams of Paxil and the blood pressure medicine. Taking them in the evening, about 6 to 8 every day. So, but yeah, I got out of the car and it was just felt so good to know, that I could just it may not seem like a lot just to drive around the block, which takes about 5, 10 minutes or whatever, but it was a remarkable hurdle for me to be able to do it more than once. Because once, by the time I get around that third corner and I'm on my way home, I see the driveway. I'm just like, man, let me just pull in because I feel like I'm about to blow over, you know. So, I woke up today and I was like, man, I really want to see how far, you know, I've come. So I wanted to try to test it out. And where I live, there's a mall, but it's about 20 minutes up the street. I mean, no highways or anything, just straight up the street, little shopping center. And there's a Dunkin' Donut. I mean, there's a Dunkin' Donuts like right behind my house. And I was gonna do a loop around my house and then just stop at Dunkin' Donuts, grab me some breakfast. I was like, man, like it would really mean a lot if I could get to Panera because that's so far. I mean, it's not that far away, but I mean, it's farther than I've ever gone in my car since this since the panic attacks. So I'm like, all right, let me just try to do it. I mean, I wasn't driving; I was still the passenger, and we started going. And then once we turned off the street and we weren't on that loop that I'm accustomed to, felt anxious, like beyond belief. I'm like, man, I'm really feeling anxious. Still didn't take Xanax. Still, you know what I'm saying? Just doing my breathing techniques, just breathing, concentrating on breathing. And we driving, and then I can feel my body kind of like easing down. Like I'm like, man, this feels good. Like drove all the way there, the panic attack, felt kind of at ease, you know. And then on the way back, I felt no anxiety at all, um, which was nice. Like I was just in my car listening to music, driving. Well, I wasn't driving, but I mean, I was in the car, you know. And I think that's really gonna help because I was just kind of looking around. With, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm like, yeah, this is my car. This is the exact same car, you know. And I never felt the anxiety when I got in anyone else's car, so I knew that it was definitely making a difference in terms of me remembering what happened in my car compared to me being in someone else's car. So I can definitely say that that's helped out a lot. I have a breathing technique sheet that I wanted to share with people if they wanted to see it. Um, Someone wrote me and asked me about it, so see if I can find. I think I. Yeah, it's right here. Um, yeah, Dave and Buster's tea. Got that on a trip when I went to St. Louis. St. Louis is a nice city, by the way. You might have to polish your screen in order to read it because it's live. I think I got like about 4 minutes, 5 minutes left or something, 6 minutes left, and it's not gonna be enough time to read all this. But yeah, if you pause the screen, you'll be able to read it. It's really helpful. It's helped me out a ton. I'll kind of just show this to you. See if I can get in the shot. There we go. Kind of there we go. page 1. And here goes page 2. There, got it in the shot. I think I was mistaken. I think I called this the breathing technique. This is the muscle relaxation technique. The breathing technique is basically making sure that you're breathing from the pit of your stomach compared to breathing through your chest. Some people do it naturally. Um, 'Cause he told me like when I first went to therapy, he told me to lay down on the couch and he's like, I just want to see how you breathe. And I naturally breathe through my stomach anyway. He's like, oh, that's good because some people try to breathe through their chest and they're not getting the expansion that they need to get all that carbon dioxide out. You know what I'm saying? Which is why you feel like you're hyperventilating. But anytime I feel like I'm like building up a lot of stress, I just take a deep breath in. And I can feel my stomach expanding. Then I just just keep doing that. And I feel 100% better. I mean, it's amazing the little things that you can do, but the deep muscle relaxation tips, those are amazing. Like I do those pretty much every day. At a time when well, I would unless you have trouble sleeping. If you have trouble sleeping, that definitely works because it puts your body in such a relaxed state that you just want to go to sleep. But normally I do it middle of the day. Like if I wake up, I normally wake up. If my daughter's here, I wake up a little bit earlier than I want to, but wake up probably about 8 or 9, 10, depending on how I sleep. I try to do it around noon, 1, 2, when I get some free time. I'm not doing any schoolwork or anything like that, and it definitely just relaxes me. Brings any. I really don't have much anxiety now that I've been on Paxil for about 4 weeks. I don't have that day-to-day anxiety, except when I get in the cars. That's about it. If I'm in the house or if I'm at the mall or out to eat or just walking around, I don't have anxiety. But when I'm in a car, that's when my anxiety is through. It's kind of crazy how it works out that way. But I definitely wanted to make this video, definitely to show people that I'm saying, like, it's gonna be tough, but you can make progress. And but you have to put in work. You can't just expect to be on Paxil and the medicine is, you know, be a lifesaver. You have to put in the work because I don't plan on being on Paxil all my life. But I'm using it as a tool to help me get through what I need to get through now in order to help me get to where I want to be. And I will see you next time.